Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, enemies and friends, welcome to the show that never ends. You are tuned in to On the Real after the credits, and Rick is not dead. We predicted
Spoiler.
it. But I'm your host, Steve Johnson, and joining me today is my brother from the same mother, Mr. Johnson, the
Hello out
Oracle.
there in Facebook and TV land. Yes, the Oracle, because I predicted the
I mean,
future.
I mean, I predicted it too, but
No, but I did more exactly than you. Like jokingly, I was just like, "Oh, this." If you watch the first, it's like, "Oh, how you think?" And I said it jokingly in jest, and I
Courtney's
was 100% right. 100% right. If y'all go back to the first episode of this season, what did I say? I was just there like, oh, like you asked me how would I like to see it. I was like, oh, the helicopter's gonna come and it's gonna take him to go out space. That's exactly what I said. And then everything's gonna be all right. And then what happens? The helicopter comes and get him, and then some song I guess it's called Space Junk is playing as the helicopter's flying away. Bing! I'm playing the lotto. I'm winning because I can see the future, bro. I'm a genius.
Okay, but all I'm saying is we have discussed
They
this,
thought I
that
was wrong,
the
but I knew
Jada's
it all
people
along.
and the helicopter. These are things that we have both said.
We've been dropping this knowledge since day one.
Should have
We've
been
been talking
watching
about
us
this
if you
stuff.
wanted to know what was
If you
going
want to
down.
know the real stuff, because they don't, we be watching Talking Dead. They don't say none of these theories that we be having, and we was 100% right. Sometimes we be wrong, but 60% of the time,
We right
it works
every
every time, bro.
Hey, Johnny Caputo, what's happening? What's happening? Johnny Caputo said it was an awesome episode. Listen, I could not be
It wasn't
happier
even whack, bro.
with how this ended because I was even in the moment. I was like, "Yo, you can't kill Rick." Not after falling. Like, first of all, I know we're a team. Like, if
Fuck
if
Daryl.
if Daryl dies, we quiet. But what about that horse though? Like, just straight up every time, just the horse straight left him. The horse dropped him on the rebar.
Hey, man.
I don't know,
The
man.
horse is trying to just live, man. The horse trying to survive. It's just like you hear bleeding on me. They smelling the blood. Motherfucker, get off me. What the fuck? I'm trying to survive, nigga. You fucked. We trying to bring me down with you. Why both of us gotta die? Throw down your wallet, bro.
You know what the horse did? The horse pulled his Shane. You remember when they went to
Shot
get the
that
medicine for
motherfucker.
Carl?
There you go.
Shot him in the leg. Speaking of Shane, what'd you think about Shane's return?
The Return of the Punisher. He was like, yeah, good looking out taking care of my baby for me.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, my guy.
Yeah. But I like how they did it because that was the first time they did the whole wake up thing, and the way it's like he jumped towards him to say wake up, and then they cut to the zombie right there.
It was well done. I mean, like how Andrew Lincoln pointed out, it was very Wizard of Oz, because if for those of you who are, that old or who have seen The Wizard of Oz, it's just like the people in her life and her family.
What about the Wiz though?
The Wiz, yeah, the same thing. But the people in her life and her family, when she went to Oz, they were represented as other people. Like, the Scarecrow is like the wisdom, and the Cowardly Lion is the courage, and, the Tin Man is the strength. So Shane, is the whatever courage, and, Sasha's the strength, and Herschel's the wisdom. But it's, I like the way they did that. When they showed Herschel, I felt it like right here because it's like he's dead in real life. So I kind of felt that.
That was hard.
At the moment when Michonne, when we thought Rick was dead, I kind of felt it. I was just like, ah. And even then, I was like, please let the helicopter come. Please let the helicopter come.
Yeah,
Please.
First of all,
holding out hope.
There's no way, because I don't know. What I don't understand is the helicopter had to come down close to them.
Yeah.
How did Michonne and none of them not hear the helicopter, run to the helicopter? And clearly they went there because they picked up Rick's gun.
Yeah.
So what?
I mean, he dropped the gun on the side of the bridge, and then I guess he got
caught up in the
downstream.
current. Yeah. I mean, I guess so, but I still
And
feel like they would have
for
heard
the
it.
story.
They would have heard it because they're right there. Unless there's like, oh, he's dead. Well, time to turn around. It's getting late. It's time for dinner.
Maybe all the Walker growling freaking drowned out the helicopter sound. Who knows?
I guess.
Does anybody else know about the helicopter? Who else has seen it besides Rick?
Nobody that's alive. Courtney says he never lost faith in Rick getting in the chopper. Courtney was talking about that weeks back too.
Yeah, get to the chopper.
Johnny says, "Fuck that horse." Johnny Caputo also says, so he stayed watching this show when Jay was raising my two sons alone to see somebody die. ARL. To see the bridge blue, IP in tears. This show in general reminds me of my kids. Oh, that's cool, man. If you know,
I mean, the whole bridge thing, because the whole thing of him getting caught on the rebar, because he was trying to save the bridge. He was like, I'm trying to lead them away from the bridge, and then he wakes up and then he leads them to the bridge. So he has to destroy the thing that he was trying to save.
Well, yeah, it was like if the bridge was a monument to Carl,
Yeah.
he had to let Carl go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the it's just like I get
Everything
it.
that
I
he
mean,
thought, it's like you searching for something that's there all along.
right? Because he was like,
It's
I
right there in
found
front of
him.
you. It's like how a rich man keeps chasing wealth, and it's like I gotta attain this and I gotta attain that. But wealth is really your family and your health, and it's there all along. As opposed to you just gotta look for what's in front of you.
Okay.
You had it all along. Kind of like the Wiz.
Right.
Or the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay. When I said ARL, he meant to say Carl.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny, I got it.
Are
And
you paying attention to me?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that.
Not
It was comments coming in. It was comments coming in. Thank you for watching us. Also, Jessica, Nicole, Pinkston. But yes. So, what were you saying?
We're past that, Steve.
Okay, we're past that now.
Yeah.
All right. What did you think about the big green screen with everybody dead? That because some of the people that were still alive were dead in there. I could have sworn I saw Michonne laying on the floor somewhere.
Everybody was there. I saw Jesus. I saw everybody was there. I saw freaking Carol. Everybody was dead. But we're all gonna die.
Right.
That's where we're all gonna end up. But it's okay. You gotta let go of. You feel like you gotta do all of this stuff, but you gotta let go.
Right. Now
that's the only way you can truly ever be free.
Now, or was that foreshadowing because they're gonna kill the whole original cast and move to these new people?
Everybody dies, bro. And it just keep going on like you was never here. The Walking Dead is a metaphor of life.
Yeah, some people say zombies are a metaphor for cancer. You know what I mean? It's just slowly coming to get all of us. Jessica is thanking me for reading her name. Too many mess it up. You were hooked on phonics. Yes, I was. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so I thought, because we talked a lot about, because this is a real question. I thought a lot about whether we were going to continue to watch the show.
I'm gonna still watch the show,
but forget about the show for 1 second. We're gonna come back to the show. These Rick movies, though, I don't know if you guys watch Talking Dead, but Scott Gimple announced
the Rick show is coming back, but just in a bigger scope, with like big budget and like
World War Z style,
movie level budget.
Right. So basically, they're talking about
the Rick Grimes story continues.
Yeah, in the form of movies,
of AMC original movies.
How you guys in the chat, Courtney, Jessica, Johnny, how do you guys feel about Rick Grimes movies?
Jessica's hooked on those. She will watch them all. Everybody's here for it.
Court says, OG Rick Grimes, baby. Listen, I'm all about that. The question is, I don't know if
I will still watch the new show, because the new show, the way they have it set up, and I like the way they ended it with Judith Grimes, and she had on the hat and she had the freaking Rick's gun and the katana. You know what I'm saying? So she's like Carl, Rick, and Michonne in one.
Wait, did she have the katana?
She had a katana on her back, and she had the gun too on her hip.
Okay.
And she threw it on the hat. She's the new Carl.
Right. So
because basically, what you call it was two the actor who played Carl, he was getting too big for them to continue his story and make it like how he was in the comic. Because this dude is all like in the comic, he was still like Judas age.
Right.
You know, so to have that dynamic with Negan when Negan's in jail, so I guess that they're gonna have that's how it's gonna be.
Now, so hold on. Now, and the movie. Okay, so Johnny says he has an idea. Rick wakes up, he escapes, and the movie is him trying to get back to Alexandria.
Or having new adventures.
Yeah, but else. I mean, they're probably flying across the ocean. I don't think he's coming back. I think they will bring him back, like, in the series finale.
I told you, since we're on predictions, I told him they're looking for these types because they're trying to repopulate Mars because the Earth is overran with zombies. It's going to be a sci-fi epic.
Right.
But then they're going to find out that they got to fight aliens.
Right, so. right. No. And it's going to be alien sharks because they will have jumped the sharks. And spoiler alert, Walking Dead and Sharknado are in the same universe.
It's gonna be crazy, man. Crazy.
Okay. So no, but I think that's great. I think it's great for Andrew Lincoln because I'm sure he was watching Michonne and Merle go and do big things in the MCU. Even John Bernthal, I think he was watching all of them and was like, wait.
Basically, AMC was just like, look, you want to do movies? We're going to shoot AMC movies. And we cut you the check. And okay, it's the Rick Show.
Right. You only got to film a movie for like
That's it. You can shoot other movies and then you can shoot our stuff too.
Yeah, go be a Hollywood actor. You know,
But also, like, them taking Rick off of the show because it makes no sense for him to be there without Carl there. But also, it allows them to build the world like how they never was able to build it before because it was too centered around Rick.
Right, and now you get movies that's just centered around Rick.
Exactly.
If that's all you wanted to see. Now, Jessica says she's looking forward to the other side of the shows off other characters' backstories as well. Maybe they bring back Carl that way. Who knows? Coral.
I mean, they said it will do a lot of jumping all over the place.
I would watch a governor series to show how he turned into the governor, right? They gave us like one episode of that, but I want to see his real, or maybe even a Negan. Yeah, let's see what Negan
I like
had
about
before.
this episode, because we're going all over the place, but just the performances of between Maggie and Negan, and then her feeling sympathy for him. Or just realizing that, her going there and seeking revenge is what's going to turn her into Negan. Like, he's already broken. Like, the thing that made Negan not care and him enjoy is because, like, everything in his world was taken away from him. At least she still has the baby. At least she still has Michonne and all these other people who love her. Like, he had nothing. Negan had no one. So that's what turned him that way. And that's, like, they're all just, one bad thing or one bad decision from turning to Negan. Like, Michonne is there and they realize that shit.
Right.
But it was like great acting on their part. I feel like this episode was shot well. It was just like, it was great storytelling.
I also think it's good that they did the time jump because you don't have to do the like post Glenn like 6 episodes of everybody crying. Like
they're over it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see them like,
I think Michonne is still going to be messed up.
I mean, Daryl's definitely going to be messed up. He's going to be running around naked in the bush chasing squirrels and shit again.
Yo, will he learn? You think he's learned to talk in those 6 years instead of grunting all the time?
Me, Daryl.
But Jessica thinks Rick's going to come back, but not anytime soon.
He's going to come back on a series finale. That's it.
Johnny says AMC has to step it up. Yes, Andy could do it. What do we got? On Fear with Morgan. Let's see.
Do you think?
Courtney asked, "How does Fear to work?" Okay, they're having their own conversation in the chat. Okay, so what do you think about Michonne's new hairstyle?
Oh, with it shaved off on one side, I think it looks better.
Yeah. It looks less like a wig.
Yeah, less like a wig that's being held on with that bandana.
Right. Do you think she shaved off the side as a like, this is the remembrance of Rick? I'm shaving off half my head.
I don't effing know what it was, but everybody looks different. Like, Carol got mad hair. Carol's looking like very Daryl-esque with her new hairdo, and she has a freaking bow and arrow. So did the king die and now she's banging Daryl, or is she like the queen? What's going on?
Yeah. Speaking of that, what is the bow and arrow about? And Michonne's hair has never been practical, but yeah. I don't know why Carol would grow her hair, right? In the time jump, because she has long hair.
Because a zombie could grab it or some shit like that.
Right.
So she should put it in a barn or something.
Right. But I think
Carl's hair was never practical, bro.
I think
freaking mullet man
hold on,
hair was never practical.
Hold on, but let's be clear.
Nobody with long hair is practical.
Let's be clear. Carl got it though.
Yes.
And they probably grabbed his hair, and that's how they caught him. So what I'm saying is, I always thought of Carol as more utilitarian than having hair. She cut her hair just because, like, you know what? Shit might get sticky.
No, because she had a new attitude and she was on her, But she started the show with a Caesar, so there's that.
I guess
like when the show started, her hair has grown since the beginning. When it started, she had a Caesar.
I guess so. And then Carl really grew his hair that long because he lost his eye.
Yeah, he's trying to cover his
eye. What is your outlook on the show?
All the places that they go to, they can't scavenge a goddamn eye patch.
Do you think that the show like falls off a cliff and then people just come back to see Rick, or do you think?
I don't think so. I mean, because from what they were showing me, it looked like they're gonna ramp it up. I mean, from what I saw from the next previews for the next couple episodes, it looked good to me. It looked better than what I've seen so far.
Do you think it was a smart decision for them to not kill Rick, right? But take Rick out of the show before the mid-season finale? Because if they did it at the mid-season finale, what do they think that would hurt ratings? Because people would just forget about the show because they know Rick's gone?
I think tonally they're trying to make a complete shift, like with there being a new
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why do that?
A new opening for the show.
Why do that when you only have 3 episodes left? You know what I mean? This feels like it should have been the end of the mid-season. You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to shake things up. They don't want to do it the same way they do it all the time. You know, when somebody dies, that's the end of a season or whatever the hell like that.
Right.
Spice it up.
I think on their part it was a business decision because I think they were banking on, okay, people know Rick's gone. They know they're going to lose some people for that.
This was must-see television because it's like, okay, you knew this was the last episode, and advertiser. Watch these episodes. You love Rick. That. Watch this.
But the show will still be in people's minds next week. It may not, and they basically have the next 3 episodes to catch you before they go on the break.
I am going to watch it.
You need to see an episode first, but yes, you'll watch the next episode.
You're going to watch it too.
What I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is, their job now is to catch people within the next 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So that when they go on their 2-month hiatus, people don't just completely forget about the show.
What they're trying to do is reset the show and make it a brand new show and catch new viewers because it's not the Rick show anymore. It's like new characters, new situations. It's a 6-year time jump. Everything is different.
No, I understand that.
Tonally, it will be a different show, and they're trying to get new viewership.
Totally get that. What I'm saying
is the show had become stale.
Why did they not? Why did they not just save that for the next part of the season?
Because they're trying to do things differently, Steve. They've done it one way, and they've lost millions. They've lost millions of viewers doing it that way before, Steve. Let's try something new. That's why.
It's already something new. Rick's gone. It's a whole new show.
Keep asking me why? I told you why. Because they're trying to do something new.
I think you're answering the wrong question, but sure. Let's see. Now, Jessica says this shifted before the mid-season so we can see that it's still a good show.
Because it's a whole new world.
Oh, zombies evolving. Are they really evolved?
No,
or are they
just
the Whisperers?
They're the Whisperers.
I mean, look, you don't know that. They just doing anything now.
Like, oh shit, they're thinking, they picking up weapons.
After zombies this long, they evolve. Maybe Scott Gimple finally watched I Am Legend.
Yeah, he was just there like, yo, these freaking White Walkers are sentient, so we gotta compete with Game of Thrones.
Look, maybe there's a tie-in.
Maybe.
maybe the zombies come through with an ice dragon.
A huge crossover event, man. Who knows, man?
So Johnny says he wants to see the numbers for tonight's episode. I don't know what it. I don't know. And now here's the thing. So I think that I lost my train of thought. That's what I think.
You're having a bunch of brain farts over here because I'm here looking at you and you're like you're trying to.
No, you don't understand. Like there's so much engagement. Yeah. You're not paying attention to the comments at all.
We're having a conversation. They're having a conversation.
Okay, I'm just trying to include them into the show. Okay. That's all.
And just folded it over here.
That's all. I need backup from you while I keep the audience involved. Okay, so now. My question is why I can't even put it into words. No, but I'm sorry. Look, the point is this. I don't know if the show can continue. They haven't proven that to me yet.
All I know is I was genuinely happy when I saw it end the way that it ended. I mean, we've followed Rick Grimes on this journey for 9 years, but I'm glad that the story isn't over yet, and I'm definitely watching every single one of those Rick Grimes movies.
Oh, I'm absolutely watching those. Now I remember what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Does The Walking Dead become Fear the Walking Dead?
With a bunch of characters that we don't give a shit about?
Yes.
No, because there's still a bunch of characters there that we care about.
Johnny says one more season. And are there a bunch of characters we really care about?
You don't care about
also,
Michonne?
Did we see Maggie?
What, in the previews for next?
We saw Maggie, right?
Yeah, I saw Maggie.
Okay. Because I know they said she might be leaving the show as well.
Well, she'll die in the next 3 episodes.
Or in the next 11 episodes.
I mean, they showed like 4 or 5 new people, and I think all of those people are going to be the new people on the show.
Yeah, I think that's why they took they made a point out of showing that they knew how to fight and they weren't soft.
Be clear, Jessica, I don't give a shit about Daryl.
If Daryl dies, we quiet.
Nah, but I ain't gonna front. Like Daryl, I mean, they're not gonna deal with it. But Daryl will probably still be dealing with that shit because Daryl never let shit go. Like, he's constantly conflicted. So he's just going to be there in the woods, because, crying to himself about, damn, it was my fault Rick died.
It was his fault Rick died.
100% your fault. Rick
Even
ain't
though
dead.
Rick's not dead. But in his mind, Rick is dead and it's his fault.
Yes.
And he's right. And
you
know what?
should be tortured by that.
You know what? I still blame him for Carl's death.
Yeah.
I can't back that up with paperwork, but it's his fault Carl is dead.
It's Super the Indian guy, or whatever he is.
Whoa! Hold on, Courtney. Because see, this is why I don't like to let the comments go too far. Courtney says
himself with them arrow shots.
No, he didn't.
He didn't, bro. Because he wouldn't be in that situation if you didn't do that snake shit in the first place.
You knocked him in the pit. Where the hell did the pit come from? And if none of that happened, y'all wouldn't have been so far off. And all of that argument is what
didn't have to fight him or whatever. Let me explain to you something. If they had just let Maggie go in there, Maggie would have the same thing would have happened. Maggie would have decided she wasn't going to kill Negan after she saw him. Like, Daryl didn't need to go snake him and fight him and do none of that dumb shit because she was still going to get there and Rick would stop her because the phone call that was made, nobody sent the shit through. So Maggie was still going to go there and Rick would not have got there in time to stop her. Regardless of whatever, you didn't have to fight him.
I just want to stop for us. In the comments, they're saying, then you got to blame Maggie too. Yes, you're goddamn right. I got to blame Maggie too.
I super blame Maggie.
After both of them.
When Maggie came there, I was just like, Michonne, chop her head off right goddamn now. F her.
I thought that Michonne had like a backup plan where when she went in there, like this dude would have already been transported to another cell, which they didn't have yet, but still he would have been transported to another cell.
It's
she
like
would have locked Maggie.
It's like psych.
Or she would have had guns on her, like waiting.
You're gonna have to sit here and chill out. You're under arrest for
I'm
treason.
not gonna lie. I was disappointed in this episode in that I didn't get to see them fight.
You want to see a cat fight? You want to see her pull out some of Michonne's dreads?
No.
You want to see her snatch off her wig and be like...
The whole Walking Dead thing was an undercover Wakanda
that shit was
mission.
itching me anyway.
It was all undercover Wakanda mission. No, but what I'm saying is, and I don't think it would have been like no pulling hair cat fight. That would have been a fight, and Maggie would have lost. Easy in the airs. Maggie wouldn't have won that.
Maggie didn't want none of that smoke. She didn't.
Now, how did you?
Bitch, really? Really?
You gonna do this to me?
Don't you know who I am?
Now, what do we think is Negan? Is Negan redeemed?
Negan is redeemed in my eyes because he's like, I feel sorry for him. I get it. That scene there where they showed him, and I get it. That's what made him get that way. It's him losing everything because he's like Rick. Him and Rick are like alphas, and like he believed that he was, doing the right thing. He tries to save people, but he lost his humanity after he lost everybody that he loved.
I mean,
I get it.
He's not like Rick because Rick literally sacrificed himself to save everybody, and Negan was keeping concubines.
So we're gonna act like, I mean, he became drunk in his power, but after you lose everything, nobody can tell you how you mentally deal with shit.
Yeah, just keep slaves. I mean, but you lost your wife,
right? I mean, I get characters' motivations. I get it. That don't mean that I think it's right, but I understand it.
And Jessica says she doesn't see a reason for Michonne and Maggie to fight. First of all, Maggie, you don't walk up in my house. This is my territory.
Like,
talking
who
about
swallowing up on?
Yeah, get out of your way.
Swallowing up your chest.
Please.
What?
Jessica, I'm sure if one of your friends came to your house like, yo, I'm coming to see somebody that you said I can't see, you just letting them in. I don't think you would do that, Michonne. I know I wouldn't.
I was hoping Michonne just dropped like, bitch, are you out your mind? Like she had said that. Like, you must be out your rabbit ass mind.
She should have treated it like this chick, Carl's girl that he never got to hit. Enid, when Enid tried to step in Michonne's face.
Yeah.
Because she was pulling one of those, you need to back up. And Maggie was like, nah, I'm not Enid, B. and she had the hammer on her.
Yeah. She had
no, but
overall, I liked the episode. I mean,
should Maggie have put? Because this is what I think about with Negan. I think that it wasn't like she felt bad for him, right?
She realized he was broken, and his swagger, his confidence, everything that made him Negan, like he lost it all. And he wants to die, so why would I give you the thing that you want?
Exactly, right? So
because you're here suffering, like that's why I don't believe in the death penalty, because I believe like the death penalty is just like you don't got to suffer no more. You just out of here. Death is freedom. You don't got to deal with how I'm gonna pay this bill, or how I'm gonna do this, and how I'm gonna do that. And you have no worries no more. So stay in that cell, stay in that solitary confinement with nobody to talk to, and live out your days for years and just want a taste of freedom, and that you're never gonna get. That is worse than hell, bro. That's right.
Him in jail, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think she did it to save her own soul. It was like, this is the most cruel thing I can do to you, so I'm leaving you here.
But I believe that she also felt sorry for him, because she also realized that this could be me if I do this.
Johnny says this was a 10 out of 10 episode. I don't know if it was 10.
I give it 10. That. I would say, maybe 7. I liked it.
Jessica says Negan is dead to Maggie. This is worse than death because it has driven him crazy. Is Lucille really gone?
What, the bat?
Yeah.
No, I believe they got that bat somewhere. Like in a trophy case or some shit.
Does he get it back? And if he sees the bat, does he have his confidence again? And going forward, can they integrate Negan into the show and have him be one of the core group, meaning they let him walk around? Yeah.
Like on a work release?
Yeah.
I mean, it is 6 years later, and if they feel like, talking to him, or they give him some type of counseling, maybe they'll try to redeem
I'm not. I know they'll do it in the show if the writers say they need to do it. But I'm saying, is that something you can buy? Can you watch Negan? And we should also point out.
I already said that Negan was gonna, it's gonna be the Negan and Daryl show, but it's not. It's gonna be all these new characters. But Negan is definitely gonna be. I think they're not just gonna keep him in jail. Something's gonna happen with
Jessica thinks they're gonna keep him behind bars. But here's the thing with Maggie. While she's so mad at Negan, right? Negan didn't know Glenn from Adam.
Yeah.
Didn't know Rick or any of them from Adam.
Let's be clear.
And they
while we putting that shit out there, that was 100% Daryl's fault. While we talking about shit that's Daryl's fault, don't forget that Glenn dying is Daryl's fault. Don't be mad at Negan, y'all. And let's put this out here. And if you want to be clear, it's Maggie's fault that Glenn is dead. It was because Maggie needed some shit, and then she told Rick, "Oh, let's go kill these people with some shit that got nothing to fucking do with us." And then you brought the hellfire down on you. And then Daryl doing that shit and going snuffing him is what got him killed. So really, it's Maggie's decisions that got her husband killed. So let's be clear.
Yes,
100%.
Let me unpack that a little bit.
Yeah.
Maggie went to the hilltop, made the deal because they wanted food. Rick was just squatted up. You want me to kill somebody? I just bit a neck out. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, he was on his
point me in the direction.
Yeah,
right.
He was like a mad dog.
So Rick was like, "I'll get it done." They went, and the Saviors never attacked anybody in Alexandria, right? They went and did unprovoked attack. Glenn, who never killed anybody ever, stabbed somebody in the eye in their sleep that he had no idea who they was. So Glenn and Rick and all of them killed Negan's crew, a whole outpost. And so Negan is like, who the hell are these people? I got to teach him a lesson. He kills one, right? And then here comes Daryl.
Yeah.
Punching somebody in the face where he was gonna let y'all go.
Yeah.
And then of course you just killed the outpost. I'm only gonna kill one of you, and you killed like 60 of my people.
Yeah, because I was telling you that before. When I was that episode where I was wearing the Negan jacket, and I was like, Negan was justified for doing that shit. Because you killed 30 to 60 of my people. You stole all of my shit for some shit that had nothing to do with you, and I was just gonna kill one of you to teach you a lesson. One of you, and Jessica, you're wrong because freaking Daryl is the one who punched Negan in the face. Daryl did it. Glenn didn't punch nobody. Daryl did that shit.
Glenn didn't lunge nowhere, I don't think.
Yeah, I know. Glenn was still there on his damn knees.
He just stood up and was ready for it.
Even Abraham, he's just like, do it. He was willing. They were the ones who were willing to die. But Daryl is the one who actually hit him. And that's why.
Wait. Maybe we got to do some research. Johnny says the uncensored version of that scene is on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, not the version that they aired.
Yeah.
So we will look into that and potentially confirm that on next
Let me ask you a question. Did Glenn hit anybody? Did Glenn hit anyone? Did he? Johnny, did Glenn hit him?
Okay.
No.
So
Daryl did.
But
Daryl punched him in the face is why somebody got killed.
Okay,
Glenn got killed.
But the real point that I'm trying to come at is Negan don't know these people. These is people that just murdered 60 of his people. And he was gonna kill one.
Yeah.
Whether Glenn lunged and we know Daryl hit Negan in the face. I'm trying to teach you a lesson and you punch me in the face. What would happen if you went to the judge for murder and then if the two of y'all go to trial and the judge say, I'm sentencing one of you to death, can you just go punch the judge in the face? No, you can't. So my whole point is Negan is an asshole and deserves to die. But the idea that Maggie is that upset, that don't really hold water. What was Negan supposed to do? You just killed his people, and he don't know you.
And Maggie's the one who told him
it's not like he betrayed you. And I don't know y'all
from Adam.
I'm not defending Negan because everything he did after that
is sadistic and all of that shit.
So
you can't blame him for doing some shit like I gotta teach you a lesson for doing this shit. You did this shit. This is the consequence.
Oh well, that don't count because Rick lunged at him too. They trying to say that Glenn lunged, but somebody held him back. That don't count.
Lunging ain't freaking hitting him. Daryl actually punched him in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to hit? We punching now. Okay.
Right. So anyway, we getting off course. I'm just saying Maggie didn't need to be that mad
for screaming or you lunged or whatever. Like, oh, you're mad or like that I have you in this situation. I get it, but he didn't hit him.
And guess what? He just killed a random person because he didn't know who they were.
No, because he wants Daryl. The reason he killed Glenn is because he wants Daryl to feel that, like, oh, you figured it was going to be you,
but he could have killed
anyone. You don't get to make the decision. You don't get to make the decision.
No, I know, but I'm saying it could have been anyone else.
The reason it happened that way is because Glenn Ben was supposed to be dying in the comics, so they just killed him there. You know, that's how he goes out any damn way.
Yeah, so really, Maggie should come after Robert Kirkman.
Pretty much.
But now
it is written, so let it be written, so let it be done.
Right. I think we're gonna wrap this up now. But how did you just give me the sense? Give me the feeling you had when Rick opened his eyes in the helicopter, and she's like, "You gonna be okay?"
No, the whole time, like, I was down when I seen him blow up the bridge, and then I was just like, "Man, it's over."
It's like they really did it. But
then when I seen the helicopter and I seen Garbage Mouth Jadis or Jadis. When I saw her, I was like, they're gonna pick the helicopter. And she was
the second thing they showed in the beginning. As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, Rick, ain't nothing happening to Rick. When they,
like, yo, I felt elated. Like my smile went like, like Cheshire Cat. Like,
no. I'm saying before that. I'm saying for me before that, when they first showed her in the beginning of the episode. Right?
In all honesty,
when I saw her talking about
when we first saw Rick see the helicopter like 2 seasons ago or whenever the fuck it was, I was just like, what is that helicopter for? That helicopter's gonna take him out of here. Like when he was there, seeing all the color, the stained glass and all that shit, and in the future and whatever, I was just like, that helicopter's gonna take him someplace. Yo, let me ask you a
question. Is Rick invincible? Think about it.
Bro.
Think about it.
That bleeding
Does he actually have a superpower? Because he got shot and left in the hospital in the beginning of the show. He done almost got
he has a healing factor.
That's what I'm saying.
He's Wolverine.
Yo, Andrew Lincoln is the new Wolverine.
That's it. There you go. And we're gonna end it there, with folks. Okay. You heard it here first.
Okay, folks. I'm gonna go watch that. Thank you, Johnny, for that video. But we do got to get out of here. We got to get up early in the morning. But I'm telling you now, we will be back next week. I'll give you that.
Around the same bad time.
We stayed later today because we wanted to see the interviews with Andrew Lincoln on Talking Dead, which we don't normally watch. This is the only Talking Dead you need to watch. But we will also be back tomorrow for our flagship show, On the Real Proper, where we keep you up to date in the world of TV and movies. And on Tuesday, we are going to be doing on our show, The Second Page, which is our politics show. We're going to have live midterms coverage. So, Johnny, thank you for joining us. Courtney, thank you for joining us as always. Jessica Nicole Pinkston, thank you for joining us also. And we will be back. And Mr. Johnson, tell them where they can find you.
Let's do the bars with a Z and a period, a couple periods in between it. Yeah.
Right. And you can follow me on your favorite social media network, as long as it's not Snapchat, at Steve A.M. Johnson. Please do us a favor. Take a minute to like and share this. We're also on YouTube, so you can get your fix there. And we are also in iTunes podcasts or whatever. So if you want an audio only version, you can get that too. Thank you for watching, everybody. It's been great, and I think we got 2 new people joining the conversation. Again, we appreciate everybody that took a moment to comment. This was a live episode, and Rick is still alive.
Yeah. We might talk about it tomorrow with Yabi, see what he thinks about it.
And when I meant live, I mean like it was hot out here. Like it was animated. But that's all, folks. Hugs, not drugs.
Deuces.